One convention that I use from Real Media Products is that I incorporated a film review at the top of my poster. This idea was included by Paranormal Activity with regard to their poster. Therefore, I decided to use this convention within my poster since I like the idea of giving the audience confidence that a professional reviewing panel has reviewed the film. Also, the film reviewed has a desired effect on the audience, which is to create an enigma, which is supported by Barth's theory on enigma code. The film review often comments on the after effect of the film, which creates an enigma for the audience as it draws them into watching the film just to experience the after effect. The review itself creates a sense of narrative for the audience as they begin to gain some insight on what the film may be based on. The typography I have used for the film review has been mirrored by the promotional packages I analysed in my planning. As you can see on my poster, I decided to use the font Travelling Typewriter as it enabled me to keep my font simple yet effective. This particular font gives the typography a documentary effect that I intentionally incorporated into my poster, as I wanted the audience to feel as though they are being directly spoken to. Therefore, this technique enables the audience to gain some insight on the narrative as they begin to expect a documentary-style film. Another area I focused on was how the film title was displayed on the poster. I began to take a look at my planning to see the different fonts, sizes, colors, and positions these Real Media products used. I found out that the majority of the posters had the title placed on the bottom half of the poster. Regardless of the position, the title of the film was large and took up a fair amount of space on the poster to grab the audience's attention. Using a large title on the poster is a common convention of posters, and therefore I incorporated this convention on my poster. This point was also emphasized in my focus group during the planning stages, as the group felt that the title was something that attracted them to the poster. Therefore, the title was something I had to get right. The font I used for the title is AFK Lampenburg. The font itself is simple, yet at the same time very effective. This technique is used throughout the Real Media products I textually analyze, which suggests that it was proven to work. I've added an effect to the font itself which is similar to the one used in Cloverfield. The effect itself makes the text gloomier, giving it some kind of ghostly effect. I want to achieve this effect since my film is based on ghosts and spirits rather than achieving a gory effect seen on films such as Friday the 13th. This effect is a common convention within the horror film, as the producers want the ghostly effect to have an impact on the audience. This effect creates a sense of narrative for the audience, as it suggests that my film will be based on spirits rather than gore. Another convention my media product uses from Real Media products is the layout of the poster. As you can see, my poster has three main focuses, which are the film review at the top of the poster, the image in the middle, and the title of the film at the bottom. This is a common layout of posters within the genre, as it is easy for the audience to navigate through the poster. It is important that an image is placed central to the poster as it appeals to the audience. It is important for the poster to be related to the genre of the film. Real film producers emphasize this direct link between the poster and the genre film with the use of common conventions. From my own experience of planning, I found out that Real Media products establish this link by using certain set of colors, images, endorsements, and film titles. For example, on my poster I've used a greyish colour as my background often makes the audience feel uneasy and on their toes. I thought it was important to include some of these conventional elements within my poster. I've also used an image of a Ouija board, which is a board known for communicating with spirits. Again, this establishes a link between the poster and the movie genre. Another convention I used from Real Media products was a colour scheme. The majority of my posters I analysed in my planning use a maximum combination of 3 colours. Therefore, I use this convention in my development of my poster, sticking to a maximum combination of 3 different colours. The colours I used were black, grey, and white. Another convention I use from Real Media products is the inclusion of a building block. I used the font of Steel Tongues for this because it is a conventional font. The tagline I decided to include on my poster is from the producers of Paranormal Phenomenon. This tagline may seem simple, but has a huge effect on the audience. If you refer back to a successful film, the audience are more likely to watch the film if they felt that the film you're referring back to was successful. This technique was not used in the films I textually analysed. However, after further research on my genre, I believe this would be an appropriate tagline. One convention I decided to develop was the use of a film review at the top of the page. Rather than having one single review, I decided to split my review into 3 different reviews. I thought this was a good technique as it gave the audience more feedback on the after effect of the film, whilst giving them reviews from different review panels. The colors used on horror movies are often red and black. These colors are very strong and are used by many real media products. However, I decided to challenge this convention and go for grey and black. I wanted to achieve a gloomy effect on my poster and website, and I believe this will be easily achievable with a grey background. Also, the reason why I chose grey as a background was to emphasize the fact that my narrative is based on spirits rather than gore. Therefore, I did not believe the color red would fit into the context of my narrative. After carrying out my planning of websites, I learned that the emphasis on a website lies with certain things, and this significance is shown by size. All the websites I textually analyzed had the trailer placed fairly central to the website. It is a common convention to embed the trailer onto a website as it becomes a huge marketing point. When my audience comes across my film, they are most likely to visit the website. Therefore, it is important that I have embedded the trailer onto my website, otherwise the audience will be missing out on a huge attraction point. On every product I produced, I was determined to provide some sort of narrative throughout. Since I created a gloomy effect on the poster, it is important to continue this effect on my website to show continuity. Imagery is also another way of creating narrative across my products. I used an image of a Ouija board on my poster which suggested to the audience that my film will be centered on spirits and things of that nature. The website also has a Ouija board integrated into it to create a sense of narrative for the audience. Therefore, allowing my target audience to gain some insight on what they might want to expect from my film. Another convention I followed from real media products is the inclusion of links to social networking sites. These links allow me to advertise my video via internet, which is a below-the-line advertising technique. This means that I can attract my target audience, as the common audience for a horror movie is teenagers aged between 15 and 18, male or female. Therefore, since teenagers have the most disposable income and the most time on their hands, it is important that my advertising campaign should target them primarily. The website often includes a release date. This is an important convention as it allows the audience to have something to get excited over. If a release date is not given, the audience may lose interest in the film. Therefore, I have included this convention within my own product, as I want to give my audience something to look forward to. Another convention used by real media products regarding the website is the placement of the title at the top of my website. This technique was seen throughout my 3 websites I analyzed in my planning, which may suggest that it is effective. By illustrating the production company and distribution company via a logo, I also followed a convention used by real media products. This is important as the audience becomes familiar with the companies that were involved in the production of my film, therefore giving the audience some insight on the type of film they may want to expect. Some websites may include a billing block on their website to display the actors' names who have taken part. Was not seen on all the websites I textually analyzed, but I felt it was important to include the billing block on my website. Another convention I have included on my website is the addition of external links. This allows the audience to explore the film further if they wish to, gaining more information which results in them showing more interest in the film. Therefore, I felt it was important for me to include this convention on my website. I had included links such as soundtrack and downloads, since they seem to be the most appealing ones to my target audience. It is important to provide external links that will be utilized rather than just having external links nobody clicks on.